me.
Love you.
Aw, thanks. I love you too.
Hey guys, it's Ghost Queen. Long time no see. So, I'm making a little video today. I was actually watching someone's live stream, a paranormal live stream, and he was relating a story and he mentioned visions. And, it's kind of a coincidence, although I don't believe in coincidences. I sort of think everything is synchronicity. But I actually had a vision this morning. Now, I don't get visions a lot. It's only once in a blue moon. And I have had visions that also don't come true. So, I kind of take them with a grain of salt. But I am going to talk about the one that I had today. And then I also want to just talk about clairs. Now, I know a lot of time I use that word. I mention that word to people and they're like, oh, what does that mean? It doesn't seem like a lot of people are super familiar with what clairs are and that word in general. So I'm going to talk about clairs. So there are different types of clairs, and a clair is basically any type of psychic ability that relates to your senses, whether that be seeing, hearing, feeling, smelling, tasting, touching. Okay? Now, you've got clairvoyance, which is one of the more common ones, and that's clear vision. And that's the ability to sort of access another frequency or plane of existence or, another realm, the spirit world, whatever, different people that believe different things. And it could be possible that different visions are coming from different sources. So it's usually given to you in the form of images or symbols or information in the mind's eye. And it's just some sort of visual information that relates to the past, present, or future. Now, the visions, when I use the word visions, this is actually information that's given to me in somewhat of a dream state. I'm not exactly asleep. I'm more in like a meditative type state. It can be really bizarre though, but I'll talk about that in a second. Okay. Now, like I say, that isn't a really strong clair that I have. It's one of my more latent ones. So I don't get that type of information all the time. There's I'm sorry, I just said that. There's clairaudience, which is clear hearing, and that's the ability to perceive sounds, words, noises, some sort of sound, auditory sound that's broadcast from another source, another realm, and you don't actually hear it with your physical ears. You hear it in your inner ear, in your head. There's clairsentience, which is clear feeling, and that's where you're sort of experiencing some sort of feeling, but it's like a whole body thing. Okay. There's clairscent, which is clear smelling. That's where you're smelling maybe a fragrance, could be a flower or perfume, or it could be a food odor, or it could be like a nasty smell, a nasty odor. But there's no, proof in your immediate environment that, no source where this is coming from. It's coming in a psychic way. There's claircognizance, and that's sort of clear knowing. And that's where you're kind of getting information almost like kind of transmitted into your brain. I have experienced it. It's very bizarre. And it's just, you're given some sort of thought or idea or information, and it's almost transmitted into your head. And like, when you're getting it, and for sure that the information is accurate. There is clairtangency, which is clear touching. This used to be called psychometry, so some people might still refer to it by that name. And that's where, you see these shows where the psychics are like trying to locate a missing child or a murdered person or something like that. And they're touching objects like a piece of clothing. I've got like a pair of glasses in my hand. And this is where they're touching the object, and they're able to sort of absorb the energy of the objects through the palms of their hands. and receive information about whoever owned the object, or information about the sort of past environment of the object, and sometimes they can pick up information that way that might be relevant to help the situation. There's clairgustance, which is clear tasting, and that's obviously where you're tasting something in your mouth when there's nothing in your mouth. So if you suddenly have the taste of caramel apples, but you're not eating a caramel apple, it's coming to you psychically. There's clairempathy, which most people just refer to people as empaths, if they have that clair. This is clear emotion. And I don't, there are a lot of people who claim to be empaths, and I don't think they really understand what clairempathy is, because it's not that you can just sort of empathize with someone or have compassion for them or be really understanding. This is where you actually tune in to their emotional state and to their emotional experience. You connect with it, and you're feeling what they're feeling yourself. So yeah, it's different than just empathizing with somebody, or being an empathetic person. You will actually take on their experience and experience it yourself. And it's not always pleasant. And it doesn't have to be a person either. People who have this clair can do it with animals sometimes, and also sometimes with locations, So yeah, those are the clairs. Now, the vision that I had was odd, because in the vision, I was in some sort of building. I was with another person, not somebody that I'm aware of in real life. So I'm not even sure who it was. Maybe it's somebody I haven't met yet. I don't know. But we were in some sort of building. I'm not even sure what the building was. Like, it could have been a hotel, but I'm not positive. It could have been a conference center. I don't really know. But I know things felt chaotic to me. And at one point I don't know if there was sort of sound in the sky, or if it was the people in the building that were getting chaotic, but it seemed like the whole scene was getting chaotic. And I looked out the window and I saw a building go down. When a building goes like 9/11, really. But the building was white, completely white. And when I saw it going down, I turned to the person I was with and I said, "It's just like I saw in my dream," which was weird because I was having a vision, and I was aware of that happening. Like, I remember thinking, that's weird because I'm sort of having a dream right now, but it wasn't a dream. It was more like a vision. So the whole thing was weird. And when that building went down like that, then I saw an airplane go by the window, and then the person who was with me made me go down and was trying to there was definitely a bed in the room, because at that point the person was trying to get me to go under the bed. And I remember being like sort of crunched up in a little ball, and I could kind of get my head under the bed, but that was like all that would fit. And there was like I couldn't get my body under there. And he was like pushing me from behind, like, "Get under the bed." And I'm like, but it was so chaotic, I couldn't even really form the thought to say, I can't even fit under the bed, but it was a chaotic situation. That was the vision. Don't know if it's going to come true, not come true. Like I say, I've had some not come true. I do have some that come true sometimes, but sometimes some of them just don't come true. So, I'm not Nostradamus. I take them all with a grain of salt. But sometimes I do like to record them just in case they do happen. Then I'm like, oh, wow, that one was true. And that's basically it. So that's it, guys. Little fun talk about clairs today. And I've been sort of busy, not making as many videos as I normally do, but that will change eventually. So just be patient with me. And hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I know it's a scary time for everybody. It's a stressful time, especially, with schools getting canceled. They canceled the St. Patrick's Day parade in New Orleans. Lots of things being canceled. Seems to be a lot of, obviously the whole country is pretty much saying, like, stay home, isolate, all that shit. Stores being run out of stuff, and it's kind of crazy. I think I think it's wise to be smart and safe and all that. But, I'm just not a fearful person. I think that fear is a killer. I think stress is a killer. And, try not to get overrun with anxiety about this stuff, because really all that's going to do is lower your immune system and make you more susceptible to catch something. So chill, dudes. That's my advice. Yeah. Stay safe, guys. Love you all. And make sure you tell your loved ones everything you want to say, because you never know which day is your last day or theirs. And be safe, be happy, enjoy your life, have some fun. Don't let anxiety take over. And be kind, be loving, be generous, be forgiving, all that good stuff. And don't let the demons bite. Make love, not war. And I shall see you soon. Until next time, I bid you adieu.